Although Egypt has been widely condemned internationally for the recent killing of over 500 protesters in Cairo by their security forces, including by the United States, European Union and Turkey, Israel has so far kept quiet, in a move which diplomats consider strategically necessary to ensure that peace is upheld between Egypt and the Jewish state.
Since the fall of President Mubarak in 2011, I think that Israel opted for a clever policy, in my understanding. And this is to take one step back, not to intervene and not to make statements. I think that we have succeeded to maintain this policy, and now, after that, what I'm watching occurring in Egypt and the turmoil and the violence, I think Israel should keep that policy, meaning don't make any statement, official statement for sure. This is a domestic Egyptian problem.
The former Israeli ambassador to Egypt also says the North African state has held up their end of the bargain under the leadership of both Hosni Mubarak and Mohamed Morsi.
The Egyptians were carefully keeping the peace treaty between Israel and Egypt. We have seen this during Mubarak's time and after Mubarak, during the military rule and the Muslim Brotherhood regime. And this, to my humble understanding, emanates from the fact that there is a common interest, Egyptian and Israeli, to keep this peace treaty between both countries simply because the alternative will be much worse.
But Israel is closely watching developments on the border with Egypt's increasingly lawless Sinai Peninsula, with the army on high alert. The Israeli resort town of Eilat recently came under attack from rocket fire emanating from the Sinai, with the most recent efforts intercepted by the Iron Dome. Some 600 suspected Hamas militants who recently crossed through smuggling tunnels from Gaza into Egypt have been linked to the attacks on the Jewish state. As a result, the Egyptian army has now closed off the Rafah border crossing into Gaza indefinitely.